Hello, everybody, and welcome. Come on in. Come say hello. Good morning. I was going through deciphering a lot this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And welcome, everybody. Welcome to this lovely full moon in Aries. Whoo, mama. Ah. Oh, boy. I'm glad many of you were in, join me for the peek into the October 1st. If you did not join me for the peek into October 1st, and you would like to take a look at what we went over, it's $10. Let me know and I'll send you it. Okay. It just gives you a heads up on everything. I just like everything that's going on. Well, my lovelies, it took me a little bit because of a lot of what my guides were showing me with the energies coming in. Plus, I was looking into 2021 and some of the predictions that I was looking at. It's where we were. Was that me? Yeah, you sent it, Dana, and I sent you the replay already. You need to say morning to everyone. She's like, Candy's like, hang on here before you get in. Get in. Oh, so blessings, everyone. Okay, I got my coffee. I got everything. The sun is going to be at 9 degrees. The moon is going to be at 9 degrees. You know who else is at 9 degrees? Uranus. Yep. Taking another sip of coffee. This full moon, and I mentioned it before, is like this is dramatic changes. This is coming in. There's a quincunx of the sun to Uranus. The moon is in Aries at 9 degrees next to Chiron. So next to Chiron, so there's a lot of weird energies of pain, fear coming into this energy, right? And Young and the Restless. And this is full-blown energy coming in. And I mean, I looked at the moon when I was looking at the moon last night. It was so, I saw the full moon, because it's about fullness. And right to the left of it is Mars. And seeing Mars right there. And seeing that energy with the Mars and the full moon. And it was beautiful. It was like so clear and it was so bright and this energy. But this is where energy is and coming in, and it's like it's not so much squaring Saturn is Pluto. Pluto's at 22 degrees. And Pluto's come back to 22 degrees. And the last time Pluto was at 22 degrees was January 12th when it squared off, or not squared, but conjuncted with Saturn. And now everything is coming in. Mars is squaring off with Pluto. So a lot of this energy is coming in and squaring off with Pluto. And Saturn is one thing. Pluto's another. Pluto's the one. He's on the very limits of our galaxy, of our universe. And what's beyond it, is nothingness, vastness to our knowledge at this time. There's just this vastness. Even when they do studies to see the vibration, if there's anything, because that's how they found Uranus, is that there was a vibrational pull within Saturn, so they knew that there's something there, right? And this is where this energy is coming in that bringing forth this do or die. And the moon on Chiron is uncomfortable, and it's awkward, and it's weird, and it's bringing in maybe trigger things of your emotions and why you're being triggered by certain things, and energies that are coming in that are bringing forth this illusion. And Mars is our identity of going forward, of doing things. So Mars is this identity, but it's where it's retrograde, and we can't get lost. This is not getting lost in this in the toxic taintedness in the collective. What I see is that within the collective, it's like these little whispers that are coming in that are causing ill will with people, like they're causing negativity within it. And they're these little silent whispers where energies that are within people are causing negativity in and around, not maybe in her own lives, but in the lives of other people, but within the collective. And I feel like it's almost, and they show me the four corners. So I got the four corners coming in where this energy's has been able to come in through the gates and start to spread this negative untruths about humanity, about, how, that we are no good, that we're this and we're that. And it's just all of this spitefulness and this negativity of, and my third eye is just vibrating right now, the negativity of ill will towards causing disruption within the collective. And the truth is about, and the thing is with Pluto's truth. Pluto is like, it's this way or this way. I mean, he's the ruler of Scorpio. So he's going to take the truth, and he's going to take the boundaries, and he's going to push things to the outer limits further than we have ever seen in our lifetime. And pushing them, and this moon is activating that turntable of the gadgets, of the elements of this turning. And if you are stuck, if there is something stuck, it is going to cause a huge aggravation within inside of you. And it's going to cause this aggravation. It's a moon of common sense. Okay, well, we'll go with Candace. We'll call it the moon of common sense. It's going to cause this aggravation that is going to say that you need to get into the North Node in Gemini. That says you got to get curious on what is causing that aggravation. You got to get curious in what it is that you are uncomfortable with. And this is where the cogs in the wheel are turning. And as they're turning, there might be something that comes in to stop it from turning. And you got to take some time to take a look at what that is and why that is, and why you are constantly, and you could be, it could be like when a clock stops and it kind of goes back and forth, right? So the second hand is kind of moving back and forth. And as it, Pluto's going to rip off the little filters I have, and it's going back and forth, and it's not really doing anything. It's not doing anything. It's just ripping things, like I'm going to use that word, ripping things apart, ripping it, and if you're not going to remove it so things can continue to move in a forward motion, there's going to be a lot of smoke, a lot of steam, a lot of aggravation that is going to pop up. And it's not only today, it's over the course of this week. And there is a lot to do with hidden manipulation and tactics. It's like, who put that in there? What's going on? So there's a lot of hidden agendas that are coming up and that are becoming revealed. And in this energy of being revealed, and where the, where Jupiter is and where Saturn is, because in Helio, Jupiter and Saturn are coming up, like Saturn's already in Aquarius. And that's from the sun's perspective. It's like it's already there, and Jupiter's coming up for this conjunction. So there's some radical changes that are going to be coming up over the, between now and the next new moon. And within those, and within that radical energy that's going to come in, and the word radical is coming in because it's about where you might be feeling defeated or depleted, or, but this is to look at, of the battles. It might be like you might be fighting these battles, but it's not the battles. It is where that we have to know that the ultimate light always wins within the collective. But this energy that's coming in is causing irritable aggravation and unrest in the collective. And this irritable, irrational unrest that's happening is stirring everything up. It's stirring this energy up. So we got to look at where, because Saturn is still in Capricorn and Pluto's there, but Pluto's going to direct. So you have to look back what was going on between October 2019 and April 2020 with that Pluto direct, because Pluto made it, you may not have felt it very much because Saturn was in Aquarius and just coming back. So you may not have felt it as much, but now that energy is coming in for you to come into the true depths, and that is going to be coming in to civil unrest. And the civil unrest that is going to be arising within the collective is not going to end on December 31st. It is going to continue because of Uranus coming in and squaring everything. He is going to start putting in changes within our world and the way that we look at the world on a day-to-day basis. It is going to be changing how we interact with one another, because as we get into Aquarius energy, and that's where Saturn is, and it's already started, where there's a lot of energy that's coming in that is saying that, we don't want, Aquarius is not really, they like people, but they don't like people. They don't always want to be around people. They're not huggy, kissy kind of people. I'm not saying that they don't like it, but there's going to be this energy of where we as humanity are not connecting like we used to. And we are not connecting with this energy of reaching out to one another. We're not going to be seeing it. It's going to be very, there's this coldness, because it is the outreaches of the galaxy. It is that space beyond spaces that is coming in, that is causing an activation of transformation and transcendence for us. And that activation of transformation and transcendence is bringing in a whole new platform for us. And it is bringing in where we as a collective have to become detectives, and curiosity has to come in order for us to be able to create our new reality. If you think that where you are at right now is not, if you are complaining about this person, that person, oh, I need this, oh, I need that, that's what I got. Like my whole energy just goes like, stop it. Like, stop going there. You can't be going there. You can't be complaining about that. That's just not, it's not viable and it's not important. This is where we're going to find huge mental illnesses coming up and coming to our service. And it's going to be in our faces more so than it's ever been in our lifetime. And things when it comes to, it's like, you know, I got like, you know, people coming out and it's like, you know, you see, I don't know if they're Methodists or Mennonites or whatever. It's like this, you know, God is coming, the end of the world, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, this is where the light's coming in and saying, no, it's not the end of the world. It's where we're going to be transcending, but it's going to take a lot of work as a light worker to continue that through. To continue that through, to be able to do it. And we have to, Southern Baptists, we have to stand in our light. If you're pissed off because, oh, that person doesn't like me, or this person is acting like this, fuck off. Because that's gone. If that is what is irritating you, if that is what is keeping you into this energy, you're going to find that you are going to be feeling a huge weight and heaviness. It's like creating that you are wanting to create something that is an illusion, to be into a virtual reality where you are in this illusional virtual reality, right? And if you're in this illusional virtual reality and you have the goggles on, get them the fuck off. Because you got to come into here. You got to come back into here. Here is where the light is. Here is where the truth is. Here is where you are in your true essence and form. And going forward, what you see on the news and what you see being played before our eyes is a smoke and screen. Who you think is on, and especially in the States, who you think is going to be on that ballot, I still don't see. There is something going on. And I know so many people have said, well, they can't just do that. It's already been set. Really? Have you seen your president lately? He doesn't give a fuck. He is the one who's activating the changes of awakening, as much as we hate him at times and maybe dislike him. But it's like, wake the fuck up. And that's what this moon is doing. It is coming in so intensely. And I could feel this intensity of this energy. Same with Canadians. Like, why are you sleeping? Why are you so fucking sleeping and letting things and saying, oh, I guess we'll send our kids to school. That's what we're supposed to do. Fuck, wake the fuck up. Look at the system. This is all beginning to crumble before our very eyes. This is crumbling. We're seeing it. Go to Europe right now. And a lot of things is that a lot of news we are not receiving, or information we're not receiving of the truth of what other people are going through. They don't want us to know. There's walls. Don't look over there. Don't look over there. What's going on? Don't go behind that curtain. There's a little man behind the curtain called Oz. Don't go behind there. You might seek the truth. Pluto is truth seeker. He gives you the truth. He is the one that is saying to Jupiter and Pluto, you have been with me for how long now? I am going to give you everything. Here you go. Take the cockroaches, take everything that is bad, take everything that I've given you, and you are going to go off into Aquarius. You are going to go off into this activation, and he is going to be releasing so much truth this month that some people aren't going to be able to handle it. This is happening, activation, hard, fast, and there's not like, oh, we're going to wait another 6 years. There's no 2012 that we're going to wait another. 2012 came to awaken us. 2009, actually, activation started to happen for many people, to get downloads. You know, I was working with the Crystal Consciousness in 2009, 2000, and I was working with Deepak Chopra with Transcendental Meditation. I was working with Byron Katie back then. So these activations and stuff were all happening then to get us to where we are now. Dolores Cannon talked about this entry of the third level. And we're here. We're here. And this moon, because I've been saying October, November, December is going to be radical. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be bringing some heavy duty hammers down onto our reality and forcing us to look at. And some people have said, well, Mary, I haven't seen much, there's not much happening. I'm just like, oh, well, it's happening. COVID is going to take a radical change because of the Aquarius energy. It's not going away, but it's going to take some radical change and mutation that we are not even expecting or we can't see. It's already done it 7 times because it's man-made. So it's beginning to mutate in different ways. It's the unseen, but it's an activation that's waking us up. It has to. It's saying that we have to be aware of how we are interacting with one another, how we are responding, and how we are creating our realities within each other. This is a full-on challenges that are coming in for growth to us with the divine. Because if we're not used to working with that divine energy, if we're not used to working with that truth, then it's going to be hard ass, fucked up shit that is taking us out of the sludges and the depths of the world and pulling us up. And the thing is that if you're in tar, it's kind of wanting to pull you back down as you are wanting to move forward. So you got to find where that tar is in your life, what is holding you back into your life to pull you back to where, where you, I feel comfortable over here. There are things that people, like I hear people whining about shit and I'm just like, why are you whining? Why can't go out there and change it somehow? Figure it out. Stop blaming other people for your shit. Stop blaming everybody like, oh, I can't get a job because the economy or life is like this. Okay, yeah, you know what? I get it. But maybe there's something there you have to change up. Maybe you got to take the fucking job at McDonald's or wherever it is to get you to that next level. That's where it starts. Prayer is going to come in a whole new level of understanding and activation. Prayer, meditation, that is going to be coming in such a huge way of transformation and change for people. True prayer. Not prayer for the next, I'm praying to God so I get a brand new car. This true prayer of activation of saying, I am surrendering. I surrender. That's where the true prayer comes in. And this moon on Chiron with Mercury retrograde and the full moon with it and the squares to not only get, not only the Saturn, but the Pluto, those are malefics. Those guys are just like, hey, you know what? You want to eat a cockroach? Fuck, hey, yeah, I'll let you eat a cockroach. You don't want to look at your emotions? Fine. Hey, you don't have to look at your emotions. That's fine. You could stay in the tar. You could stay in the crap. It's fine. And I've said this over and over and over again. But it's hitting. And people will say, well, I don't know. It's realizing what you want to take with you as we are moving forward. And this full moon is a huge wake up. And people who you didn't think would be able to feel shit are going to be feeling it, and disruptions are going to happen. That new moon, this is just like getting us prepared for the new moon that's going to come in on October 16th. That when we did the peek into October, it showed you what's, all this stuff is on the table, but we just can't see it all because it takes, yes, Pluto's going to be starting to go forward, but it takes him 5 days to get him going. He's an old man out there. And this is going to be the last time with Saturn and Pluto going together in about 37 years. The next time will be in Pisces. By that time, I'm going to be 90 some years old or something like that. And I'm going to be like, I don't give a fuck. As I said, I'm going to be in some home or someplace, maybe I'm going to, maybe I'll have a hologram of myself, of my younger self, doing whatever. And this is where it's all coming forth. And a lot of the readings that I've done for this full moon all had to do with emotion. Emotions are coming in. And the devil card devil card came up into quite a few of the readings. I'm shuffling, used another deck, shuffle. The devil. He's like, he's there. He's there. And he's saying, you know what, if it's not the emotions that are the issue. The issue is you. And you looking at the emotions with your truth. That's where it has to happen. And there is such a hidden manipulation right now that we need to step out of our fear into the vulnerability. And stepping out of the fear and into our vulnerability is huge, especially when there's so many unknowns that are there. And even doing some of the outlooks when I was looking into 2021 and into 2022, it's like, whoa. Because next year is uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable. And this year was Cali bringing things in, and we thought this was uncomfortable. 2021 is really bringing in some crazy uncomfortable energies with it. And it's where I still haven't seen the god or the goddess hasn't come towards me. But I know it is very much, it's a very, it's a very powerful goddess, and I can see her that's coming forward for this. And it's a goddess that I haven't really worked with, but I know she's coming in to have me work with her. And it's very, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable with this energy, right? Oh, no. She's nothing. She's nothing compared to this goddess. So this is a goddess that is coming from the depths of the earth. So I know that she's coming from Africa. I know she's an African goddess. No, Morgan is nothing compared to this. Morgan is like, she's the goddess of the crossroads. I can handle her. She's the goddess of death. And this is a goddess that is going to come in because we are moving from cardinal to fixed energy. So those of us who are fixed energies know, like our Leos, our Scorpios, our Aquariuses, we don't like to be moved unless we absolutely, Tauruses, absolutely have to. You're not going to move a Leo out of its way if a Leo doesn't want to move. A Scorpio sure in the fuck isn't going to move. Yeah, she is. She's a voodoo goddess. She is. And she's a goddess of transformation and change. And she is a very, a strong, strong, strong goddess that is coming forth for this. And it's funny because I went from an Indian goddess and going into Africa. So it's coming from a place where spirituality is, and that was the basis of our spirituality, and where the kundalini of the earth is within there. And I know 2021 is going to bring us over into, or 2022 is bringing me into that of South America. So it's bringing us into these energies of these goddesses that haven't been awakened for a long time. And they are awakening because of this feminine energy and the energy that is coming in. And these quincunx that are happening, especially with the sun quincunxing Uranus, and which is at 9 degrees Taurus, is like, okay, Uranus isn't bringing everything. He's showing there's stuff on the table. It's like a picnic table. There's stuff there. But are you really looking at it? Can you see it? Because it's just out of our peripherals. So there is this huge awakening in that Pluto is a do or die. And it is uncomfortable. It's like, get used to being uncomfortable. Get used to some weirdness coming forward. So Callie is starting the renos and doing the renos and getting us into this crazy uncomfortable energy. And then this next goddess is bringing us into this depths of, okay, this is where prayer comes in, and this is where ritual comes in, and this is where it comes back to the respect of the earth and coming into those rhythms. Okay. And that's where 2021 comes in, even though it's going to be so sci-fi that you guys can't even imagine. I can't even, it's like beyond the Jetsons of the energies that are coming in. That's the best way I could put it. Right? It is beyond that of the cartoon, the Jetsons. Whew. So this full moon is no joke. It's to find your own self and not something subliminal. This is to find your own truth. This is to find that of who you are. And if you are, basing stuff on some old facts that you may have had, or it's like almost where you have to go into a meditation to find something new and find that newness. And it is where you will have to create a new balance for yourself. So if anybody has any issues or any predisposition to addictions, this can trigger a whole lot of shit. This can trigger a lot of other issues, and I'm putting that out there, right? And this is bringing into some other stuff. Got a call. Where did you go, Candace? Candace, you can't take calls during this time. Just kidding. And just bringing in this transformation and changes that are going on. It's pretty radical. There is this jumping from ship to ship, trying to find which one feels right, even though we're all on the same ship. But we are jumping from ship to ship. It's weird. And we're kind of like moving around, and some of us might have to be thrown into the ocean because we got to swim. So we got to be able to swim through this and move through these currents and tides that might be pushing us down or pulling us under. But know that there is energy that will, if this is showing your true strength and your true essence, I can see the energies of the sea coming forth. So the energies of the deep sea. So the like the mermaids and the dolphins coming forth to help to aid you upon this, to know that you will be supported along your way. Along your way. It is something that it's pretty gnarly, And if, drinking some water, get some electrolytes. So get some electrolytes in there. Energy C, put some energy C into your water. Coconut water, cactus water. Cactus water is really, really good. To get some electrolytes and stuff like that. Get a blanket. It's cold outside today. It is. It's pretty chilly. I put my seat warmer in my and I was just like, oh yeah, seat warmer day today. Like this is a time to stick together, even though I feel like being a hermit. Yeah, definitely. It is. It is. It is a time to really band together. And this is where places like, and it's weird. I'm not sure if anybody else, but I know, what is it? Teen Mobile, I think that's in the States, has been sending out text messages to people in different states to let them know that there's going to be some huge outages. So different places in the States with their cell phones. I know we haven't got it in Canada, that is saying that there's going to be some huge outages with power and where to go with the power, because they're going to try and keep a lot of the mobiles up and running, and keep that up and running, because there's a lot of electrical surges that are going through a lot of places. I know California is a big one, but there's other states that are having problems. And that's the other thing that I keep on seeing, that there's issues that are going to be coming up with the grid. So grid issues, I've always seen that. I've always seen like crazy grid issues that are coming in, that will be happening. And I think also because of the space debris that they're trying to clean up, or they haven't even started to clean up, that's going to be causing some satellite issues, especially coming into later on this year, earlier into next year. So there's going to be glitches with people's, and this is, and Mercury's going retrograde too. So this is coming in line with Mercury retrograde. Make sure we have Mercury in Scorpio. Mercury was in Scorpio last year. This is more intense than it was last year. It's like, how in the fuck could it be more intense? But it is. So, and that's because he's quincunxing over to the bad boys. I mean, we went over it with our October. So this is just to let you know, to make sure that you back up. I'm going to be going out today, and I'm going to get a case for my phone, and things like that. So it's very important to make sure that you are keeping yourself safe, and keeping yourself where you are able to, make sure everything's backed up, because there is going to be some glitches that are going to be coming in. And especially as more energy gets into Aquarius, and with the squares going off to Uranus. So it's light, maybe it's staying in your light. And, I just, I love this. If you're still complaining that your brother broke your Barbie doll's head or cut their hair or whatever, you got to let it go. That's what I got. If you're still complaining about something that happened, it's like you got to let it go. So this is I'm so over this bullshit, honey. We're in it, honey. It doesn't matter where you go. We're in it. We're in it. Oh my God, we're in it. So any questions? So I'm going to open this up for you guys. I know it's a full moon. I am doing mini full moon readings. So if you are wanting a mini full reading, please order it now. Let me know. Because I was doing, after my meditation this morning, I was doing some readings. And so I got them out this morning for people. So if you are wanting to order it, it's $30. So let me know if you want that. So mini full moon mini readings, that $30. But right now, if you have any questions about this full moon energy, if you have any questions about October and the energies coming forth, let me, write them up. So I'm opening, not that you guys don't ask questions anyways, but opening it up. Order one if Jarrett works, bonus ever. Yeah. So tonight's my art class. I know for my moon festing group, I'm going to get on there this afternoon so that early. Oh, well, I'll figure out. Get on there to give you guys a meditation, and we'll do a meditation today. And I didn't give you the booklet yet. I've been all over the place, doing so many other things, bringing that booklet and stuff into you. So, what angel should I work with today? Good question. Hang on. I'm not gone. I'm still here. I just have a lot of stuff over on the side. That I'm looking for. So, because as soon as she mentions angels, I have to bring these books in. Here we are. I didn't go anywhere. I'm still here. People are like, where did she go? No, don't be sorry, honey. So this is my Harmony Angel book by Angela McGuire, and my Angel Abundance book. So, but it's just that you asked that question and they told me to grab the book. So I'm bringing this energy in for you. So number one, so the one angel, because you're a Gemini's, Ambriel. Sorry. Ambriel is the angel for issues of adaptability, communication, and relationships. To bring in blue agate to calm down, and sapphire to help balance thought and communication process. As the butterfly seeks a flowers it needs, you too need to find the means of self-replenishment to nourish your spirit. So that is the angel of Gemini. And this is where, okay, they want me to pull out this one. Wow. So that's about balance again. So now, and the other one is, I pulled out this card here, and this card is the original sacred symbols. And this is a card of physical body, the lower self, and base sacral and solar chakras. So These are all sacred geometry. They are believed to be the first symbols which were taught to man by priests 25,000 years ago. At one level, they represent the sun, circle, and the one God, square, the earth, mother, fire, triangle, the will. At another, they symbolize the base, crimson, the sacral, the flame orange, and the solar plexus, the flame yellow, energies of the chakras. These are the chakras of the lower material physical self. So this is to where this card implies that you have a concern about your health with an emphasis on the physical and emotional aspects of these particular chakras. Does this make sense to you, Amanda? And these must be addressed before you can move on into your heart and later to your higher self. Focus with the angels on healing and balancing your energies in these chakras. Okay. And it's Camille, Camael, assists with issues of security and bodily strength is your base. Uriel, Uriel, with creativity and sexuality, your sacral. Raphael, with digestion and eating disorder. That's your solar plexus or general health. And Phiel, Phuel, with emotional well-being. Having worked through this, when you feel ready, you will be able to move from a spiritual focus to your heart. The angels advise you to take as much time as you need, for you are yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So that is what, those are the angels that you need. This is the symbol. So if you want to see the symbol again. All right. And I'm using this, it's Harmony Angels. You won't be able to buy this. So just an FYI. But I'm just showing you what I'm getting the information from. Yeah, but this is, so you're going to have to work on this until you feel it flowing, till everything is flowing. All right. Okay, before you can do anything else. And in doing that, so that would be that if you had a Reiki done, okay, that means that you got to do some self-healing on that on a daily basis, not just every once in a while. And since you're in the morning meditation, that's going to really help to really activate and move things through. Okay. So that's that you know, that those energies are really going to be helpful for you in going forward. So there's a reason I had to pull those cards out. I don't pull them out too often, but these cards are very powerful and transformational to work with. Oh, yeah. So I will take one last question. Thank you. One last question from anyone. If you have a question about your angels, or if you have a question about the energies, I would be bringing in well-being, change, self-development, wealth, love, and joy. Coming in, coming forth. A lot of this energy is for higher self. You know, this energy is really coming in for higher self. I know some people are like worried about their mundane. They're worried about, there's a lot of worry about money coming in. I mean, and that's the thing is that if you're worried, or if you have that worry about it, you got to surrender it. You got to let it go and just move on. Sticking into that money energy, because there's a lot of people right now I'm feeling, you know, and that could be the people watching the replay with money and worrying about, okay, oh my God, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money. Or I have no, like, whatever it is to do with money. It's like, honestly, you have to surrender that. And I know it's like, well, how can I surrender it when I don't have it? Or how can I do this when I don't have it? The thing is that if you are so focused on not having it, then you're blocking it. I know this because I know this for my own self. If you are focusing and just saying, hey, I'm abundant with my 5 pennies, then I have 5 cents more than I had yesterday. That is, you find another 5 cents. Oh, I have 5 more cents. I have 10 cents more than I had 2 days ago. I'm opening myself to the abundance. Taking those small steps of transformation and change is really going to get you onto where you need to go, in allowing for the love, for the joy, for the wealth, and that to come in forth for you. But if you're constantly worried and you're constantly afraid of everything, it is going to be so much harder for you to do it. And if you're blaming this one and that one because of situations that are in your life, and sometimes, the thing is that even me saying that, I know a lot of people are not, they're not even going to hear it. They're not going to hear what I'm saying, is because they're so far self-absorbed with themselves and blaming others that they are unable to hear the message. And I know people who well, I do my prayers every day, but nothing ever happens, and it's like, yeah, but you're not, you got to let it go. Funny thing happened to me yesterday. And I went down to the store because beautiful Andrea and I were working on stuff for September, for October and stuff like that, on what I will be presenting in the store. And Shauna, who's another beautiful worker that's in the store, will be working on stuff. And so we got together, and Andrea and I, and we were just talking over the energies. And I pulled out a book, no word of a lie. I was told to take this book with me. Where is it? It's still out. Okay. This is the crazy shit. So this is my notebook. And it's a notebook that I purchased back in 2018. And so I said to her, well, I pulled this book out, but it's from a moon and meditation that I did. And I had different meditations I did back in July of 2018. The lunar eclipse, July 27th, 2018, and working with that energy. And right up to where I started to do a meditation on September 9th with the new moon in Virgo to clear more of the things that I wanted to manifest, and some of the things I wanted to manifest and do, working all the way. Anyways, going forward, I started to bring in, I don't know if you got, his name is Hi John. Hi John is one of, he was a king in Africa who was captured and brought over to the United States. And he escaped all of his slave masters until he got his freedom, and to better himself. And so his High John. So I wrote then about a High John incense, and to bring in calming and stuff. I wrote down infusion oils that I would have to make. Never got around to doing it. I just wrote this all down, and this is what I do sometimes. I just write things down and then I forget. Right down to making different different magical oils and grizz and all of that. I wrote that down in 2018 that I wanted to start working with this energy more. That's 2 years later. It's 2020, and I'm doing it. So the activation of this energy coming through, and I know the sun's coming through right now. That's what, when you put something forth. So if you're putting something forth and you're doing an activation on this full moon, know that it could take up to 2 years for things to unravel, for it to open up the doorways for you. And that's where this energy is coming. It's like, okay, if we're going to do the work, this is going to be work that we're going to do, but the benefits that you're going to receive are going to be tremendous. You won't be. I never thought I'd be working in a store again. I never thought I'd be working with somebody again like this. But the right person had to come along that I could trust. The right person had to come along that was willing to be open to do this without fear, without jealousy or spite, right? And this is where this energy is coming in. It's like to start to work with this energy so that you can create that abundance and that love and that joy that is coming in. And the final card that I'm going to pull for you guys, and I'll pull it out of the Harmony Angel cards here for us all. Oh, that's funny. The reason I'm laughing is because it is the Leo card. I'll show it to you guys. So this is the Leo. This is the energy. And Rochelle is the energy, is the angel. Okay, Rochelle. And Rochelle is for the issues of courage, leadership, and loyalty. And this is the card for those who are courageous, loyal, and skilled in leadership. But Rochelle points out that these qualities are often coupled with strong emotions and passions. You are proud, ambitious, and full of love for your fellows. You are inspired others, particularly young people, which may lead you into situations where difficult decisions must be taken. If you have such a situation to address, take time to invoke Rochelle to be with you, to help you to decide how, when, and with whom to take action. And the angels to work, or Rochelle is the angel to work with, can help you to learn to be comfortable with yourself and back your own judgment while listening and valuing the opinions of others. The crystals are yellow topaz for self-confidence and joy in creativity, citrine to bring awareness of higher self, and Rochelle suggests you temper strength with sympathy and courage with true conviction. So that is the energy of for us today. So is to embrace our courage, our leadership, and our loyalty. So have a special a blessed day, everybody, and a blessed full moon for you all. And may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all that you say, and all that you be, and all that you do. Blessed be everybody, and have a fabulous full moon, and embrace this energy fully. So have a great one. Blessings, everyone.